In this video, we take the StoryTeller Overland GXV Epic on a journey home from Overland Expo West. The purpose of the trip was not only to visit some amazing locations, but test the off-road capability of this big rig and see if we can get to those epic campsites. We camp at the north rim of the Grand Canyon, the absolutely outstanding camp at Alstrom Point on the cliffs of Lake Powell. We traverse Smokey Mount Road heading towards Escalante, Utah, and our final camp in the woods of Utah near Hell's Backbone. A very common question we get is, can you really take this rig off-road? Well, four-wheel drive, 41-inch tires, a true low-range transfer case, and locking front and rear diffs, the answer is yes. Come join us on a quick journey through Utah and let's see where this rig can go. We'd be in AZ, almost in UT.
Right. Very bouncy, you can tell.
As we left Flagstaff and headed north towards the north rim of the Grand Canyon, kind of realized we weren't in Kansas anymore. For a boy that's grew up in the North Country where I'm surrounded by green and water, this was quite a different type of topography for me, and it was truly a unique experience. I had never been in the desert much, and this was my first exposure to the desert. As you can see as we go through this trip, we really experienced the desert in all its grandeur. So we're getting ready to try to get on some dirt, so I'll let you just go along for the ride. We stopped at the North Rim Country Store for our last exposure to civilization until we hit the dirt. The roads were a mixture of birch trees and pine trees, and the Kaibab Forest was truly a beautiful place to be. As we headed down the road, our anticipation grew for getting to the Grand Canyon. Oh yeah, we got
Sky over there. Yeah, baby.
It's hard to see through the mirrors, but that's the Grand Canyon. Look at that! That is the Grand Canyon. Heck yes.
And he's over there.
Hold on a second. Where are we going to go?
Yeah. Hold on, man. What do you want?
We did meet some cool people that night that shared our campsite and wanted to reach out and say hi. Well, the next morning was just as beautiful as the night before, and got the opportunity to watch the sunset and light up the Grand Canyon. And wow, it's just hard to put to words, and as beautiful as the video is, just there's no way it can really capture its grandeur. It's an amazing experience. I'm glad I got to see it. Yeah, I want to go back, but we got to get rolling. We got cool things to do today. Excited to get on the road today, as our next destination was Alstrom Point. Although we had a little backtracking to do, the road out was beautiful and we were excited to explore new destinations. Nice. We did a few miles of backtracking on pavement until we got to the dirt roads leading to Alstrom Point. It's a desert overlook that has some outstanding views of Lake Powell. But once again, you got a Midwestern boy in the desert, and I was just in awe. I mean, I felt like I was on Mars or the moon or something. But I'm just going to shut up and let you enjoy this ride to one of the most beautiful locations I've ever been in my life. And I am not understating that in any way. Here you go. Yep.
Continue for 7 miles.
It's gonna start to climb. This is proof that if it's broken, Hunter did it. Under my direction.
I don't know what that is. Comes out good.
Ain't much we can do about it now.
Nope.
That water's way up what it was.
Roger that. I got good news. One of the Epic spots is still available.
Sweet! Let's see.
I think I want to go wide here and hit
Yep,
straight
yep.
up that way.
Right towards that edge.
We'll have beers earlier if we go that way.
Doesn't act like it wants to ship. Morning, sunshine.
It's bright.
Yeah, it is.
Don't. Get out of here.
We spent 2 days at Alstrom Point just soaking up the sights and enjoying this epic location. I cannot express how beautiful it is, and we needed a couple days to wind down from the show. We have hours of video footage and hundreds of photos, but to keep the storyline moving, we'll pack it up and get on the road. Our next journey adventures up Smokey Mount Road with approximately 40 miles of off-road trails heading towards Escalante, Utah. This will be the most technically challenging part of the trip so far, so stay with us on this most exciting drive of the journey. Amazing that places like this are still accessible, to tell you the truth, that our government allows us to, you know?
Right.
That's sad to say.
I don't know where we went off.
Near
We went off somewhere.
Our mascot is so patiently waiting for us. As you can see, we had to pluck our way out of Alstrom Point. Most of it was downhill on the way out, but we did the same trail on the way in. We just didn't get much good ground footage as I had the drone up in the air and we were excited to get to camp. Smokey Mountain Road is next, and man, it is a beast that tests our nerves and the capabilities of this StoryTeller GXV Epic. Now keep in mind, there's a 23-year-old mechanical engineer behind the wheel right now. And man, that kid has had to drive during most of the toughest situations, as I'm the one filming and he's the one driving. Good freaking job, Hunter. I love you, brother. Here we go, Smokey Mountain Road. I've been talking about this for 3 days. Hunter, the badass ginger, is driving and the old man is flying the drone. My heart's been beating just trying to get footage of this steep climb into these unworldly cliffs and mountains like I have never seen. Hunter is driving the rig. He's holding the steering wheel tighter than he held the hand of his sweetheart on their first date. He's whiter than the ghost, his hands are sweating, but he kept on trucking like strong young men do. kind of thought we would get a break mid-climb, but no. She kept going and going and then going some more. She got steeper and steeper like the mystery of a woman scorned.
Well, Beans, we did it, brother. We did it.
The Epic was churning away like that little train in the cartoon of my childhood, the engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. I know I can. I know I can. Heck yeah, I can. The steep inclines transitioned into switchbacks and shelf roads that weren't near as steep and offered beautiful vistas of the surrounding desert landscape. I am truly blessed to have my heart pumping while experiencing this unique terrain through the windshield of such a capable, off-grid, off-road home on wheels. We finally crested the summit, excited, worn out, amazed, and filled with every emotion that a human being has the right to feel. The view from the top was a vast expanse of the land that we had traversed for the last 3 days, so different from our home, but somehow familiar to our soul. Thank you, God, for this beautiful place we call Earth.
So we've registered 22 incline max so far and 18 off camber. So that ain't bad.
Nope. Was Hunter shifting brakes at 18?
Well, I was driving then, and we were just laughing. Both of us were laughing so hard, and I go, you laugh right before you die, right? Look at those rocks.
Then it's a 1-2. If I gotta start looking at obstacles, then it's a 4, right? So
All right.
you got 3 in between yet, which I don't know.
Keep going.
Over top of the tractor, in the wagon
It's
behind
gonna
me.
get a little tippy up here. I reached about 15 on camber.
But I mean, throttle control, braking control, and all that. It's,
Yeah, the same.
you can just tell you're way under max GVW.
That's my first time ever driving this thing.
Right.
I already feel relatively comfortable in this trail.
Right. You could spend 3 days on this trail just putting a couple hours a day, 2-3 hours a day in,
We're kind of screwed for a little while. It's just in a gully essentially.
Good clearance all the way around?
Yeah, you're in the looks like river bottom with sheer cliffs on both sides for a little ways.
Nice.
Have you made it to the Shelf Road yet?
Yeah, we're on the Shelf Road right now, just coming into what it looks like you're talking about. We're just passing through that little white area.
The white is lime.
Yeah, you're right behind me.
Gotcha. See, that's the thing. You got when it's rough, you got to go a lot slower than you probably do in the Jeep. But but when it's smooth, you can hammer down pretty good. Smoother. Wow, this is badass.
The locals see this and they're gonna be, what the hell?
Those are the ones that kill you. You can't avoid. You can't avoid it. Well, that's like I say. The only thing different is a little more throttle control. You know, as far as, especially when it's rough, smooth. You know, because you want to hammer down a little bit when it's smooth.
It's light throttle, but it's the feel is great. Actually,
Yeah.
zero problem.
The inner town of Escalante, Utah. Oh, is that barbecue? No, that's just
I have to say a brief thank you to Hunter and Matt. Hunter, you were a great driver, and Matt, you were a great scout. I love you both, and the trip wouldn't have been the same without you, and couldn't have done what we did. Well, we're going to take this video to an ending, and we spent another day near Escalante and did Hell's Backbone out north and west of Escalante. It was a nice little gravel road running a mountain ridge with some beautiful scenery, and it had a beautiful little bridge at the end of it that made for some nice photo ops, but I don't think anything could match Alstrom Point and Smokey Mount Road. So we're going to call it quits here. Thanks for hanging out if you stuck around this long. There's a lot more videos to come on this amazing truck that demonstrate not just the off-road capabilities, but the off-grid capabilities and the comfort that you can live inside this vehicle while it transports you around the globe or just around the United States to visit some of these beautiful spots and live in comfort while you do it. So have a good night. Hope you enjoyed the video, and live free, explore endlessly, tell better stories, and stay wild.